Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Christina Leandra Lopez, aka your classy hood chick. Thank you guys for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I really appreciate it. First and foremost, please subscribe, comment, like, and if you get any value, feel free to share. I would greatly appreciate it. So I was scrolling on my Instagram. I try to follow a lot of motivational speakers. I really just try to keep a lot of positive content on top of mind. So for me, I'm going to be on social media, so I'm always making sure that I try to follow the best content that's going to give me some value. And I seen Wall Street Trapper. He had posted saying less entertainment and more education. And it's something that I've definitely been a huge advocate about, especially since I've been on this journey for about 15 plus years now. And again, there's ups and downs, right? There's times where I'm really focused and I'm really on it. I'm, taking action, I'm taking notes, I'm, devouring content, whatever it may be that I might be going through in that particular time of my life. But again, it's just, there's sometimes ups and downs and we fall off. It's just like going to the gym. You can't expect to go to the gym for a year, going hard at the gym for a whole year, and then be like, all right, I'm done. I don't ever have to work out again in my life. It doesn't work that way, right? So it's the same thing with our mind. Like, you gotta keep learning, you gotta keep educating yourself. And this is what this journey is about. This is my journey. Like I said, I've been on this journey for about 15 years now, and I'm hooked. I love it, right? Because I love learning. I love working on myself. I love trying to get better. Not just for me, because the better I can become, then the better, I'm gonna be to those around me. So when he said that, it was just a good reminder, because I know just about a month ago, I had posted on Instagram a post saying, I think I said, some of y'all need less football Sunday and need to learn to get right with money, or something like that I said, I can't remember, or get smart with money. But it's true, we have a lot of entertainment out there that's really just a distraction. It's really what the fuck it is. It's a huge fucking distraction. So don't get me wrong. I mean, if football Sunday, that's your thing, you got your team, and it's kind of your time where you get to unwind or spend time with family, then I'm good for you. Do you, okay? But for me personally, I think I really want to value my time. And of course, I have my own ways of, unwinding and relaxing. So football is not the way I like to unwind, but maybe it is for you, and that's cool. For me, just personally, it's not. Because I just feel like there's so many distractions out there. You have all these Netflix series and everybody's always talking about, what show are you watching? Hey, have you caught that one series? Hey, did you see what happened with so-and-so? I don't know half the time what the fuck these motherfuckers are talking about. I'm sorry, but ask me what book I'm reading. I'll have some shit to say. So I just want to kind of give you guys a reminder. It's up to us, right? So like he said, like Trapper said, he said less entertainment and more education. Because if you're complaining that, if you're unhappy in your job, or again, if you're unhappy in, your relationships, or, maybe you're struggling financially, well, what the fuck are you doing with your time? Because there's so many resources out there. You guys, we are in a time right now where you have access to unlimited knowledge, so much resources and knowledge and education out there. And like majority of the time it's for free, unless, you want to make those extra investments in yourself, buy books, those things cost money. So, buy certain things, or maybe some little courses, or, some things that you will invest financially in. But you guys, this is a time where it's like there's really no excuses. If you're struggling with money, then that's your bad, because there are fucking resources out there. You can watch a YouTube video, on, some strategies of how to pay off debt, or strategies of how to increase your income. There's so much out there. Same thing with health. Maybe you're trying to get back into fitness. You're like, well, I don't know what to do when I go to the gym. You guys, come on. You're on YouTube. Here, hello. You know what I'm saying? Or you can invest in a program. I usually like to invest in programs. So I do have a lot of programs as far as like fitness programs, as well as education programs. I just be spending money on education, like, what I'm saying? Like it's guacamole and shit. What I'm saying? Like, go ahead. I'm extra. You add that shit. Add to cart. So to me, it's just so important, right? Because I have learned a lot of little things, through every course that I've done, through every book that I've read. There's always something to get out of it. I mean, there's some times where maybe I don't take action on the full entire content, but there's always a few nuggets that I do that have really helped to change my mindset, to change, my habits, and a lot of it just my thinking, because a lot of these successful people who have been there, who have done it, who have, started from nothing and created, such massive success, they're teaching you. They write books on it. They do podcasts on content. They do YouTube videos. So there's so much to learn from people like that. So it's really helped with my self-talk, with my belief system. But again, just like he said, it's, less entertainment. It's such a fucking distraction. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's cool. We all need to unwind. Some people like to go to concerts, do this. It's good to treat yourself and enjoy life and do those things. I'm not saying not to enjoy life, just be studying hard and, until you get where you got to go. No, you want to enjoy life and do the things you do. Find the things that really, give you energy and that fulfill you. When I want to unwind, for me, just, kind of de-stress or, really just do nothing, because sometimes we need that. I like chick flicks. I love my chick flicks. So that's my guilty pleasure right there. I won't do shows or series because I just do not got time to commit to that. But if you ask me what book I'm reading, well, shit, I've got a lot to say about that, because I'm always reading something. I'm always listening to an audiobook, listening to a podcast, watching positive motivational YouTube content. Earlier today, for example, I was on my treadmill and I was listening to Earl Nightingale. So a lot of law of attraction and just really, having a clear, definite purpose and a clear goal, and everything will just fall into place, right? So all those things are always helping to shift my belief system, because again, you guys, it's like working out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll go for a month and you fall off, your body's going to feel it, right? So the same thing, there's some times where I might take a little break, I gotta just, put some Bay Area tunes on and do my thing, but I get back on it because I know I really need to control the content that I'm feeding myself, feeding my brain, feeding my mind. So it's really important because I want to make sure that I can really stay focused on keeping a strong belief system that's going to serve me. Because a lot of times, same thing with music. A lot of this music out there, don't get me wrong, there's really good artists, but some of that shit just sad as fuck. Like, why you want to listen to that? Like, that is not going to serve you. If you listen to heartbreak shit, or I don't even know, it's not going to serve you. I really try to make sure for the most part that I'm going to listen, 80% to 90% of the time, positive, music. So I have found a lot of very manifesting law of attraction artists who have put some really good music out there that I'm really feeling. So I'd be listening to that a lot. A lot of with affirmations, there's a lot of these very powerful manifesting songs with affirmations that really just get my day going sometimes, so you can definitely look that up. It's, to me, it really helps me, really just gets me in the right mindset and helps to kind of, start my day off on a good note. But again, just, there are so many resources out there. There's no excuses. We all have different areas to improve, whatever the case may be. If you want to become an investor, you want to learn how to invest, you want to learn how to buy rental property, you want to learn how to be a better parent. Maybe your kids are teenagers now and, things are kind of getting out of control. There's always resources out there, to help you, to help guide you, because there's always somebody who's been there, done that, and they're trying to use their knowledge to help others. When people have actually been able to lead by example, it's exciting that they get to share that information to everyone, and it's exciting that we have access to it. I hope that helps you guys. It helps me. It always keeps me back focused. But so I just wanted to kind of remind you guys that there's just so many resources out there. You just have to look. You just have to look. So there's really no excuses. There was a period when I was really just into my finances, trying to get out of debt. So I had read 21 finance books. And it just really helped me to just keep reminding me why I was doing it. That there was these other people that have done it. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. There's different strategies. I got to see their strategies. I got to see their success. I got to see the ideas that they were implementing, whether it was picking up a second job, doing things, from home, online, making extra income. So there's always resources out there that are going to help keep you, motivated, but not just motivation, because y'all know motivation, it's all discipline, right? Motivation don't last. But by me constantly reading the, books and just listening to positive content, it's what helps me to stay disciplined. Because, again, it's like going to the gym. So if I stop reading some books or if I stop listening to positive content, I'll start to fall off, right? Because then, you go into the real world, you go to work, you hear the complaining, you go to family events, you hear, the talking mess to each other, you hear, just all the negative things that everybody wants to complain. It's like we're so accustomed and used to complaining. It's so hard to avoid. Like, it really is. Like, I try, but y'all, I suck too sometimes, and I start complaining, and I always have to I just gotta woosah, right? Just woosah. By listening to more positive content, following, motivational speakers on your social media platforms, for me, it really helps. It really helps because, again, we go out into society, we live our regular days, and then, we're so accustomed to hearing the negativity, especially with the news and politics and everything, right? Because there's a lot of negativity, going on in the world, so it's not to say not to be informed. It's good to be informed, and I like to be informed as well, but there's also a time where you got to just step back and get back focused, back aligned, into what your goals are and where you're striving to achieve. A reminder, so less entertainment, more education. There's no excuses. There are so many resources out there for free. You can literally learn shit all day long. You know what I'm saying? So even if you just do an hour, an hour a day, whether it's watching a video or reading a book or a podcast, if you just spend an hour a day, just imagine how that would compound, like the positive interest that it would do for you, right? So that's what helps me. That's what helps keep me focused. And let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, because I know your time is valuable. So I really appreciate it. Please make sure you subscribe. Guys, remember, you are very important. You are your biggest asset. And make sure you invest your time very wisely and just become the best you can be, right? That's what it's about. So I love you guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your week.